Hello there, Virgo. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of February the 21st through the 27th. My apologies on getting this out so late. This has been a crazy, crazy week, but we will hopefully get all 12 out in time, at least before the stroke of midnight on the 21st. Let's see what we can do here. So let's put down one card for each day and see what the themes are. I hope y'all's week has not been as crazy as mine, but crazy in a good way, making forward progress on some things, but man, it did kind of impact my schedule. So let's see here. Let's look at the weekend. Saturday, you guys have the Fool card showing up in reverse. This just tells me that on Saturday, you're going to be thinking about something that you began at one point as a leap of faith, and you're going to be reconsidering this thing. You're going to be asking yourself if it has served its purpose or if there's any good juice left in it or not. And when the Fool comes up in reverse, that tells me that after having this heartfelt, thoughtful consideration about this leap of faith, you will be moving forward with it, but not before that. And you may actually make some adjustments or some tweaks to the process as you move forward with it as well. Now, look at Sunday. Here you guys have the King of Wands. This just tells me that you're going to be doing something that allows you to be creative and think outside the box and do something that maybe culture or society would not normally say, ooh, this is the way to do it. You may be doing something a little bit different, sort of marching to the beat of your own drummer, if you will, on Sunday. I know some people put a negative stigmatism with that. I guess in the profession that I'm in, I don't see that as negative at all. I see it as very positive and empowering. All right, so let's look at our week here, Virgos. Let's see what you have. Monday, you have the Eight of Pentacles coming up in reverse. You may not be going into work on Monday, or maybe you plan to do some work around the house. That's not happening. You're not doing any volunteer work. Work is not happening on Monday, okay? If you have some work planned for Monday, you may want to start thinking about what you could schedule as a rain check day. Tuesday, Virgos, you have the Queen of Cups coming up here. I think you're having some kind of interaction on Tuesday, Virgos, where you're encouraging somebody or trying to uplift them, trying to get them into better energy than where they are. So if they're depressed or angry, I think that you're listening to what they have to say and you're trying to kind of nudge them up the emotional scale. And then on Wednesday, we have the Strength card showing up here. You may actually be working out on Wednesday, Virgos. Whatever's going on here, you're very comfortable. There's a hair on my card. Sorry about that. You're very comfortable in your own skin. That's the main thing about this. Your self esteem is in a really good place. You're not anybody's doormat. You're also not making anybody a doormat. It's just a really nice place. So we like that. And that may be because you're working out with that strength card, but it doesn't have to be for that reason. Da 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 da. Thursday. Temperance card. You're being really patient about something on Thursday. I'm kind of getting the sense of you sort of like tapping your foot on the floor, like maybe it seems patient on the temperance card, but it might not feel so patient for you. But definitely you're waiting for something on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have our Page of Cups coming up in reverse. On Friday, I think you're letting somebody know how you feel about them, passing along some kind of appreciation towards somebody. What a great way to end the week. Okay, Virgos. Well, you have actually a pretty good week all week, I would say. Thank you very much for being here. If you want to get a private reading with me where I can look at just your energy in particular, you can check out how to do that at the website here above my head. That is the correct website. Please don't try to add .com to that or anywhere in there. People try to do that all the time. That's not going to get you to my information. Okay. I also, you'll see if you go there, I have a newsletter. If you want to subscribe to that, I do written predictions for every sign every week that are different than the videos. And also, when you go to the website, you can find out about all my services that I have. And I do kind of a handful of things. So, everybody have a fantastic week. And I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.